A Radio Tweak. If you're like me, sick and tired of all these politicians who really have been asleep, some might even say deliberately, for more than a year, while Democrats follow their game plan, Project Blue, which I've told you about before. The Republicans are operating, quite honestly, at a snail's pace. They're going to have hearings with these socialist media operations. I want you to listen to what Donald Trump Jr. says. In my mind, he says it all. And you would be forgiven for thinking that they don't want to clamp down on socialist media, wouldn't you? Here's Donald Trump Jr. speaking on Fox and Friends, Tuesday, October 27. What he says, what's really going on.
Let's bring in Donald Trump Jr., Executive Vice President of the Trump Organization. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ainsley. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. Y'all are a week away from Election Day. What is the single most important issue for your dad on the campaign trail over the next 7 days?
Listen, I think it's just about getting out there. When people hear our message, we win. That's a no-brainer. Donald Trump's record of accomplishment is unprecedented in the U.S. presidency. But what we're up against is a mainstream media and a social media complex that's literally trying to censor real news from getting to people. They are just totally in the pocket of the Democrats. They are doing whatever they can to fight for them. And that's what we're up against. So we have to be on the ground. We have to be everywhere to bring that message to people, to make sure they understand what's at stake. And if you've been watching for the last week with what social media has done about, Joe Biden's corruption and the Biden family being totally compromised by all of these foreign powers with millions and millions and millions of dollars that Joe Biden knew about and was in the meetings on, when you see that kind of censorship, you realize that the First Amendment, the basic rights of freedom of speech are literally on the table this election because big tech and mainstream media are doing whatever they can to make sure that people don't get to have a voice and that message can't be heard.
You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, Spotify, and email. We're on Spotify under the podcast section. Type in Canadian Politics with a twist and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass these links on to your friends. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all our morning moments at Spreaker.com/A-Radio, EHRADIO, A-Radio. And please click on the like button.